You can wipe away the look of exhaustion and jumpstart your natural energy production by adding one specific savory amino acid to your evening routine for just 4 consecutive days. This tiny molecule is known as glycine, and it serves as the master key for rebuilding the connective tissue that supports your skin, your hair, and your joints. You might assume your daily protein shakes or chicken breasts are sufficient, but your body struggles to manufacture enough of this specific compound to keep up with your metabolic demands. Therefore, you end up feeling structurally depleted, leaving your hair brittle and your energy levels trapped behind a wall of chronic inflammation. You might believe you are eating perfectly, but the modern diet lacks the ancestral nose-to-tail nutrition required to thrive in a fast-paced world. Therefore, you must rethink your entire approach to protein to stop the slow, invisible breakdown of your physical health. You are about to unlock the secret to feeling brand new. You have likely been told that as long as you hit your daily protein numbers, your muscles and tissues will stay strong. You see, most people focus entirely on muscle meat, like beef or fish, but those foods are remarkably low in the glycine your body needs to maintain its structural integrity. Therefore, you are essentially building a house using only half the required materials, which explains why you might feel stiff or see your skin losing its firmness despite eating enough calories. You might trust the standard advice provided by fitness influencers, but they often overlook the connective tissues that provide the actual glue holding your body together. Therefore, your efforts feel like a constant uphill battle, where your results fail to match the time you invest in your fitness. You must realize that healthy eating is a trap if it ignores the most foundational building blocks your anatomy requires to function properly. You should think of glycine as the essential fuel for your liver's most important detoxification engine, an antioxidant called glutathione. You rely on this internal system to clear out the toxic waste that accumulates from your environment, your food, and your daily stress. Therefore, if you are deficient in this building block, your system remains bogged down by impurities, and that causes your brain to feel foggy and your body to feel heavy. You might try to detox with expensive green juices, but the real magic happens when your liver has the raw tools to neutralize poisons on its own. Therefore, by fueling up with the right amount of glycine, you allow your body to perform its natural cleanup duties with incredible speed. You must see that this isn't about medical intervention. It is about providing your internal biology with the exact materials required to keep your systems running at peak performance. You may notice your hair losing its pigment or your skin looking thinner, which is often a signal that your body is overwhelmed by internal chemical stress. You require specific enzymes to break down the natural bleaching agents that accumulate in your system. But these enzymes stay inactive if they are starved of the glycine they need to function. Therefore, you are watching your hair color fade and your skin lose its elasticity simply because your body lacks the support to perform basic daily maintenance. You might spend hundreds of dollars on fancy beauty products, but the true solution starts with the chemistry happening deep beneath your skin. Therefore, providing your body with the right amino acids allows your blood-making processes to flourish, ensuring your gums, hair, and complexion stay strong for decades. You are seeing how internal deficiency reveals itself as physical aging, and correcting your intake is the easiest way to reverse the process.
You might struggle with insomnia or wake up feeling unrested even after 8 hours of sleep, which is often a symptom of your brain failing to enter the deep delta wave cycles. You need specific nutrients to signal to your nervous system that it is time to shift into deep recovery mode. But the constant tension of your day keeps your brain stuck in a high alert state. Therefore, your body cannot fully regenerate the tissues that were damaged during your waking hours, leaving you trapped in a cycle of morning fatigue. You should definitely hit the like button right now to signal to your brain that you are taking your health seriously, and make sure you are subscribed so you never lose this guide to better rest. Therefore, by ensuring you have enough glycine, you assist your brain in balancing your hormones, creating the perfect environment for true, deep nightly repair. You are finally giving your body permission to power down completely and heal. You often hear that eating protein creates a blood sugar spike, but the truth is that glycine actually helps improve how your cells respond to energy. You might worry about your metabolic health, but this amino acid triggers your body to release hormones that keep your blood sugar stable, rather than letting it spiral out of control. Therefore, you gain the ability to manage your weight without constantly fighting off intense cravings or feeling hungry shortly after a meal. You might think you need to cut out all sweets to protect your metabolism, but providing your body with the right amino acids actually helps your cells become more sensitive to energy again. Therefore, you stop the storage of unwanted visceral fat and start using your internal stores as a cleaner fuel source. This is the secret to staying lean and energetic, even when you aren't obsessively watching every single calorie you consume throughout your busy day.
You may be doing your best to eat clean, but you could be accidentally ignoring the accumulation of sharp crystals like oxalates in your joints and your sensitive tissues. You need a strategy to prevent these microscopic spikes from damaging your system, and that is where the defensive power of glycine becomes absolutely vital to your daily comfort. Therefore, by consuming the right amounts, you interfere with how these crystals bind and crystallize, effectively protecting your joints from unnecessary pain and swelling. You might think joint discomfort is just an inevitable part of getting older, but it is often just a result of poor management of your internal chemistry. Therefore, you regain the freedom to move without stiffness, proving that your body was designed to be flexible and agile for your entire life. You are finally taking control of the physical internal environment that determines whether you spend your future in comfort or chronic soreness. You can observe incredible physical transformations in individuals who switch from isolated protein intake to a nose-to-tail approach that includes natural collagen sources. You see, when you provide your body with the full spectrum of peptides found in bones, skin, and cartilage, your tissues begin to knit themselves back together with renewed speed. Therefore, the common issues like thinning hair or brittle nails begin to fade as you saturate your system with the essential blocks it has been missing for decades. You might read about countless studies regarding skin health and bone density, but the real-world results are seen in how much stronger you feel when lifting weights or climbing stairs. Therefore, you realize that your body possesses an immense capacity for self-repair, provided you give it the specific materials it needs to get the job done. You are finally feeding your body the blueprint it requires to sustain long-term strength and vitality.
You can easily incorporate these changes by looking at your current diet and identifying where you can add collagen-rich ingredients like bone broth or slow-cooked meats. You might find that prepping a whole chicken or using high-quality gelatin is the most effective way to hit that 4 to 10 gram target of glycine per day. Therefore, you stop guessing and start following a clear, actionable plan that fits into your existing lifestyle without forcing you to change everything. You might be tempted to overcomplicate the process with expensive supplements, but simple, consistent food choices are always the most sustainable path to success. Therefore, you maintain your progress because you are enjoying meals that actually nourish your tissues from the inside out, rather than relying on quick fixes. You are building a sustainable habit that ensures you hit your intake goals effortlessly while reaping the rewards in your daily energy and recovery. You have now learned that your health depends on the silent work of glycine, the detoxifying power of glutathione, the structural support of collagen, and the metabolic balance provided by amino acid sensitivity. You know that addressing your need for these building blocks can improve your sleep, protect your joints, balance your blood sugar, and revitalize your hair and skin. Therefore, you should click like on this video to signal to your own brain that you are taking your health seriously. Subscribe so you never lose this roadmap to a better body, and share this video with a friend. You could be a literal lifesaver for someone who is currently suffering from unnecessary chronic pain or exhaustion, and this simple info might help them avoid the need for invasive surgeries later on. You are now armed with the knowledge to maintain your health for the long haul, proving that feeling your absolute best is entirely within your grasp. Start your journey toward feeling younger today.